Welcome to Real Inner Harmony. Have you ever felt like you're missing something essential to achieve your dreams? That special skill that seems to transform others into natural leaders, people who can face any challenge, while you hesitate to take the next step? If so, stay with me. Today we're diving into one of the most powerful and transformative topics, how to build self-confidence. And I'll show you how Stoicism and motivational practices can be incredible tools in this journey. Before we begin, give this video a like, subscribe to the channel, and activate the notification bell so you don't miss more content like this. And of course, if any idea resonates with you during this video, share it in the comments. Your participation makes all the difference for me and for those walking a similar path. Confidence. It sounds so simple, yet we know it isn't. It's not a divine gift granted to a select few at birth. It's something we can all cultivate, like a muscle that grows with effort and dedication. Every time you face your fears or challenge your own limits, you're strengthening this invisible muscle that transforms doubt into decision and hesitation into action. But to start this process, we need clarity, understanding that confidence doesn't mean the absence of fear or doubt. Many people believe that to be confident, they must completely eliminate their insecurities. But here's the secret. True confidence is acknowledging the presence of fear and moving forward anyway. It's the ability to take the next step even when the path isn't perfectly lit. It's acting based on what you know now, trusting that you'll handle whatever comes your way. After all, confidence doesn't come from the certainty that you'll never fail. It comes from the certainty that if you do fail, you'll know how to rise again. The Stoics understood this very well. Think of Seneca, for example. He said, "Luck is what happens when preparation meets opportunity." That's a lesson you can use right now. How many times have you thought, "I'm not ready, it's not the right time yet"? But the truth is, the right time is often the moment you decide to act, even when uncertainties weigh heavily on you. Picture it like climbing a mountain. At first, the summit seems distant, almost unattainable. Every step, no matter how small, requires effort, balance, and determination. Often the terrain is uneven, the conditions unpredictable, and you might feel like giving up. But it's the accumulation of these small advances that leads you to the peak. With each step, you not only get closer to your goal, but also discover something vital. You are stronger and more resilient than you thought. Remember, confidence isn't something you stumble upon by chance. It's something you build brick by brick every single day. These seemingly insignificant small steps create a solid foundation you can rely on when bigger challenges arise. Each little success serves as a reminder that you're on the right path and that, yes, you have what it takes to keep climbing. And this is where conscious practice comes in. If you want to build confidence, start with small daily victories. Choose something simple yet meaningful. Perhaps it's organizing that corner of your home you've been avoiding, or finishing a book left unfinished on the shelf. It could be as basic as waking up a bit earlier and setting aside 10 minutes to meditate or plan your day. The size of the task doesn't matter. What matters is the impact it has on your sense of control and progress. The key is to show your brain that you're in charge and that your actions have power. Speaking of building, one of Stoicism's most powerful practices is the exercise of negative visualization. Have you ever tried this? Before a significant challenge, take a moment to imagine the worst that could happen. Yes, it sounds counterintuitive, but by doing this, you prepare emotionally. You realize that even in the worst-case scenario, you have the inner resources to handle the consequences. And guess what? This lightens the weight of fear and strengthens your confidence. But it doesn't stop there. One of the most profound and transformative pillars of confidence is authenticity. Think for a moment. How often have you felt the need to mold yourself to others' expectations? That feeling of having to please, fit in, or even hide parts of who you really are to be accepted. It's like living behind a mask, carefully crafted to meet others' standards. But this mask comes at a high price. It drains your energy, stifles your essence, and creates an inner emptiness that even external approval cannot fill. Here's a powerful insight that can change the way you see yourself. True confidence isn't about being perfect. It's about being fully yourself. It's recognizing your imperfections, embracing them as part of your story, and letting go of the need for external validation to feel worthy. Deep down, you are already enough. When you fully accept yourself, something magical happens. You set yourself free. Free from the weight of pleasing everyone, of justifying yourself or comparing yourself to others. And it's precisely at that moment, when you let your authenticity shine, that your confidence truly begins to flourish. It's no longer about playing a role, it's about living according to your truth. And you know what's most amazing? When you are authentic, you attract people who value who you truly are, not who you pretend to be. This creates more genuine, stronger connections and further reinforces your confidence. After all, there's nothing more powerful than living in alignment with who you really are. Now I challenge you. Think of something you've always wanted to do, but never had the courage to pursue. Maybe it's speaking in public, starting a new project, or even saying no to something that no longer makes sense in your life. I want you, after finishing this video, to decide to take the first step toward it. Just start. It can be something small, but begin, and then come back here to the comments and tell me how it went. Speaking of which, leave a comment right now. What's your biggest obstacle when it comes to confidence? Is it the fear of failure? Comparison with others? Sharing this will not only help me, but also others who are facing the same challenges. Let's create a support network here. Another crucial point in building confidence is understanding the power of the narratives you create about yourself. We all carry an inner voice, the one that constantly comments on our actions and results. Unfortunately, this voice isn't always kind. How many times have you heard it whisper, "I'm not good enough, I'll never make it," or "I'm not as smart as others"? These negative narratives have a devastating impact, eroding your confidence and limiting your potential before you even try. But here's the good news. These narratives aren't absolute truths. They're stories you've learned to tell yourself over time, based on past experiences, fears, or even external influences. And just as they were created, they can be rewritten. It's time to challenge that inner voice and take on the role of author of your own story. A simple but incredibly effective Stoic technique to begin this process is daily self-reflection. Before bed, set aside 5 minutes for an honest conversation with yourself. Ask, what did I do well today? Because acknowledging your victories, no matter how small, is essential to building a positive narrative. Then ask, what can I improve tomorrow? Swinging not to criticize yourself, but to grow and learn. This practice not only focuses your attention on continuous progress, but also reminds you that you're in control of your journey. By doing this daily, you'll notice something powerful. You are not defined by your mistakes or limitations, but by how you choose to respond to them. You'll become less dependent on external opinions and more connected to what truly matters, your personal growth. As you rewrite these internal narratives, you'll also reshape how you perceive yourself, building solid confidence rooted in the truth of what you're capable of achieving. Finally, remember, building confidence is a journey, not a final destination. It's not something you achieve once and never have to work on again. On the contrary, it's a continuous process, filled with ups and downs, successes and setbacks. There will be days when you feel invincible, as if nothing can shake your determination. But there will also be moments when doubts creep in, challenging your strength and making you question your abilities. And that's okay. Confidence isn't built in the absence of uncertainties, but in your ability to face them. Every time you choose to act, despite fear, insecurity, or hesitation, you're strengthening that internal muscle. Think of it as a cycle of overcoming. Each challenge you face becomes evidence of your capability, and these pieces of evidence become your foundation, the bedrock that supports your confidence when the winds of doubt blow strongest. Even the great leaders, athletes, and people you admire have moments of uncertainty. The difference is they've learned to trust the process, to understand that doubts don't define them, and you can do the same. Embrace the journey with patience and self-compassion. Celebrate small victories, value progress, and don't fear starting again when necessary. True confidence isn't about never wavering. It's about knowing that, regardless of circumstances, you'll always find a way to move forward. It's a journey worth taking because, with every step, you not only become more confident, but also more connected to your essence and the incredible potential already within you. So I invite you to start today. Take one of these practices and put it into action. Don't wait until tomorrow. And if this content has helped you in any way, share it with someone who could also benefit. Let's spread this message of self-confidence and growth. Oh, and if you haven't subscribed yet, take a moment to do it now. Hit the notification bell, because I'm sure the upcoming videos will inspire you even more. Believe in yourself, because I believe in you. Thank you for watching, and until next time, stay calm, stay grounded.